The word Armageddon evokes images of a final, world-ending conflict. Hollywood has painted countless pictures of this apocalyptic event, often filled with spectacle and disaster. But what does the Bible actually say about Armageddon? Is it a place, an event, a global war? Let's strip away the fiction and look at the ancient texts to uncover the truth behind one of history's most debated prophecies. The term Armageddon appears only once in the entire Bible, in the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 16. The verse says, "And they gathered them together to the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon." So right away, we learn that Armageddon is primarily a place. The name itself is believed to be a transliteration of the Hebrew Har Megiddo, which means Mount Megiddo, or Hill of Megiddo. Where is this place? Megiddo is a real location in modern-day Israel. It's a large ancient mound, or tell, overlooking the Jezreel Valley. For thousands of years, this valley has been a strategic crossroads and the site of numerous significant battles. Its flat, expansive terrain makes it an ideal staging ground for large armies. From Egyptian pharaohs to Roman legions, history has seen this valley soaked in the blood of conflict. The prophet Zechariah also speaks of a great mourning in the plain of Megiddo, connecting this specific location to future prophetic events. So, when the Bible mentions Armageddon, it's grounding this prophecy in a real, historical, and strategic location. But is Armageddon just about a battle at this one site? Not exactly. Revelation describes it as a gathering point. The preceding verses, in Revelation 16, describe unclean spirits like frogs, coming from the mouths of the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. These spirits go out to the kings of the whole world to gather them for the battle on the great day of God Almighty. This is the crucial point. Armageddon isn't just a battle between human armies for a piece of land. It's the designated location for a worldwide gathering of forces in unified rebellion against God Himself. The conflict is much larger than the Valley of Megiddo can contain. The valley serves as the symbolic and perhaps literal epicenter for a global confrontation. It's the rallying point for humanity's final stand. So who is fighting whom? The book of Revelation portrays the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together. Their opponent is not another human superpower. Revelation chapter 19 gives us a vivid picture. It describes heaven opening and a figure called Faithful and True riding a white horse. With justice, he judges and makes war. His name is the Word of God, and he is followed by the armies of heaven. This figure is widely understood by theologians to be Jesus Christ, returning in power and glory. So, the Battle of Armageddon isn't a final World War III between nations fighting each other. It is the armies of the world, united under a deceptive spiritual influence, gathering to wage war against the returning Christ. It's a one-sided confrontation. Revelation 19 describes the leader of the earthly armies, the beast, and the kings of the earth being decisively and swiftly defeated. The conflict is not a long, drawn-out struggle. It is a swift and absolute display of divine authority. What triggers this gathering? The context in Revelation points to a series of divine judgments poured out on a rebellious world, known as the Bowl Judgments. These cataclysmic events culminate in the gathering at Armageddon. It's a moment of final, defiant opposition in the face of God's authority. The world's leaders, deceived by demonic influence, believe they can successfully challenge the Creator. It's important to distinguish what Armageddon is not. It's not a nuclear holocaust initiated by humans against each other. While the end times may include great turmoil and warfare between nations, the specific event of Armageddon is a divine intervention. It's not the final battle between good and evil in a generic sense. It is a specific, prophesied confrontation between the world's unified rebellion and God's sovereign power. Let's look at another prophet, Joel. In Joel chapter 3, God says, "I will gather all nations and bring them down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and let the nations be roused. Let them advance into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the nations on every side." While the location is named differently, many scholars see this as a parallel prophecy to the event at Armageddon. The Valley of Jehoshaphat means the Lord judges. It describes the same theme, a gathering of nations for a final judgment and confrontation. Joel commands, "Proclaim this among the nations, prepare for war. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears." This isn't a call to arms for God's people, but a divine taunt to his enemies, allowing them to gather their full strength for the final, decisive judgment. The outcome is never in doubt. The biblical narrative is clear. This rebellion will be crushed. Revelation 19 says the beast and the false prophet are captured and thrown into the lake of fire, and the rest are defeated by the word of the one on the white horse. This event ushers in a new era, often referred to as the Millennial Kingdom, a period of peace under Christ's rule. So, to summarize what the Bible actually says, Armageddon is not a fictional doomsday scenario. It is a prophesied, real-world event centered at the historic location of Megiddo in Israel. It's not a war between nations, but the final, united gathering of the world's powers in a direct, rebellious confrontation against the returning Jesus Christ. This battle is not a prolonged struggle, but a swift, decisive act of divine judgment that demonstrates God's ultimate authority over all creation. It marks the end of human rebellion and the beginning of God's long-promised kingdom on earth. The prophecies surrounding Armageddon are not meant to inspire fear, but to offer a message of hope and sovereignty. They assert that despite the chaos and rebellion in the world, God is in control of history. The story doesn't end in destruction, but in judgment and redemption. It points toward a future where justice will prevail and God's purposes will be fulfilled. Understanding Armageddon requires us to look past the sensationalism and engage directly with the biblical text. It's a story of sovereignty, judgment, and the ultimate triumph of God's plan for humanity. It's a reminder that history is moving toward a final, divine conclusion. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration of biblical prophecy insightful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into what the Bible actually says. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.